an adjunct instructor.
All right, Weinberg. Tell me something, Weinberg.
Photograph number 7. The cartilage on the laryngeal region is fossilized. In particular, the thyroid cartilage. It's the thing that moves up and down when you swallow.
Please tell me you won't talk to the jury like that. Use layman's terms, Adam's apple, but don't talk down to them.
Right. The Adam's apple shows discontinuity.
Take a bow. Forensic anthropologists, forensic pathologists, all coroner reports agree with you.
I don't think I can add anything.
Come on, Weinberg, you've done this before.
No, I'm just covering for Dr. Sato.
And I'm to report to him about how you do. What is he, head of your dissertation committee?
Yes, but he's on a dig in China. He's found the dorsal section of a Homo habilis that made over the our oldest African find.
Hey, Weinberg!
Dorsal means part of the spine.
I know what dorsal means. If I don't want you talking down to the jury, how the hell do you think I feel about you talking down to me?
Sorry.
So what you're telling me is, you have very little experience with courtroom etiquette. Etiquette means rules and procedures.
No, I have very little knowledge of whatever.
Then you must know that the truth is trivial. It is the question, not the answer, that matters. All you have to do is question. Are you a child molester?
Beg your pardon?
Are you a child molester? Do you do the deed with children? Yes or no?
No!
See, I ask a question, you answer. It's over, right? Now, if I were to ask the same question in front of Dr. Sato, or let's just say Chicago Tribune or Court TV, you answer the same way, wouldn't you?
Most certainly would.
But your answer wouldn't matter. The fact that the question was asked is good enough. Good people don't have bad questions asked about them. Therefore, the jury will think you're guilty. Must have done something wrong, or the question would have been asked. It's the same here, as you say, Weinberg. There are possibilities. There are questions.
Look, I might not be the right one too.
You want out?
No, I just may be the wrong one to facilitate.
Your qualifications aren't great, but acceptable. You've made good several guesstimations so far. You'll be a fine stopgap until we can find a real anthropologist.
I am a real anthropologist.
Then why wouldn't you want to help?
Didn't know so much was involved.
Are you acting this way because you didn't expect a black lawyer?
What?
An African American?
That's not it.
This morning I put on my phone voice. It sounds horribly white. Hello? Gosh, yes, I'll get right on it. Meet at noon. Lovely. I'm bilingual, man. For white people, I talk white. For brothers, black. I find a white voice opens more doors, don't you?
Wouldn't know.
As a matter of fact,
Isn't it amazing what we've come to as a society? You have to disguise your voice so white people won't think you're black. It's pathetic. Deeply pathetic. I always thought we should try to amalgamate all voices.
really, Weinberg? As a matter of fact, I thought you might be black.
Oh really? Why's that?
Your black secretary told me you just got back from Africa. I thought you might be a black man putting on your phone voice too. Now wouldn't that be a good joke? Two black men talking white to each other. But of course your last name let me know that that couldn't be true.
Sorry to disappoint.
Apology accepted. You Jewish?
Last time I checked.
Probably want to know what type of pay we're talking.
I'd like to know, but not because I'm Jewish.
$300 an hour. You're already on the clock. What's your minimum call? 20 hours? That's $6,000 worth 1 day's worth of work. Weinberg, you pleased with that figure?
That'd be just fine.
You happy?
I'm happy.
Then I'm happy.
Unusual case. I mean, a black lawyer defending a white cop.
Lieutenant McDill is defended by a team of lawyers. I'm only special because of my human variation.
Yo, that's right. A real law and order cop. Afraid I don't care for him much.
You don't?
I mean, I like that he's a law and order cop, but from what I've read, love to get all way.
So overall, you do like him.
If you want me to.
Perhaps you like the personal audience with him. As a matter of fact, he's down the hall right now, taping an interview with the 700 Club. Announced he saw the light of Christ. Yes, the Lord came to him in his minimum security cell. We're talking made-for-TV movie, man. Family channel shit. Of course, he was nothing 21 years ago. Nothing but a wise-ass street cop. A middle-class white guy who was getting pissed because the neighborhood was being overtaken by the Negroes.
Funny, bro. Funny. I read about this just last night.
You missed my starring role on Court TV? Nearly got caught up in one of those snake cables. Only fell flat on my ass.
No, read about it on the plane. Just got back. Transatlantic flight. We still have a little jet lag, or as Dr. Sato likes to call it, jet rag. Get it? He's Japanese. Jet rag. Oh, it's a joke.
Look, Weinberg, I'll try to delay your interest for long as possible. Try to time it so that way we get through your qualifications by dinner. That way you'll have a chance to work with the team tonight.
Team?
We have to do some molding, make you sound more convincing. And we got to get rid of that annoying habit of yours to bring up the end of sentences as if everything's a question, as if you need permission to have an opinion.
Interesting. My first trip to the Dark Continent, wish it could have been longer. Sort of just popped in and popped out. All my field work.
I know, it's been in the Dead Sea. I know, Weinberg.
Saw the opportunity, needed a change, and I said, what the hell? And jumped.
What is it like?
Oh, the chief of the Peruvian people welcomed me with a box of black snuff, put it on my desk.
Must be quite a conversation piece.
Met a funny little guy, a funny little vulgar man named Umpatulo. Served palm wine every night. Children would tag along behind him to the dig site. I don't think
Find anything at all, Weinberg?
I don't think they were all his. They might have been. You never know. Many didn't understand that we were there to work. Many were sick. Many had AIDS, which attributed to evil spirits. Umpatulo always did this colorful dance, sort of a jig to ward off the evil spirits.
A jig?
Well, it wasn't really a jig.
You said jig.
What I meant was sort of like, let me show you. It's more like an Indian dance I once noticed. Not Indian the country. Indian the country, not Indian. You see what I almost did there? I almost went, woo woo, like an Indian? Sorry. First time, nervous,
Find anything?
Oh, a week before they postulated, they dug up the river Australopithecus robustus, but they couldn't be sure.
So, you packed it into your luggage and whisked it off to the lab for further study.
Matter of fact, you never guess what I have with me. What do you think?
The hell is that?
What's a dashiki? Bought it in Durban. This one is for my significant other, Selma. She's a decorator. Haven't seen her yet. Gonna surprise her.
I bet she's the one who bought you the hat with the red ball thing.
How do you know?
Wild guess.
We always give each other something when we're out of the country. Here, they're very comfortable.
I wouldn't know.
You should get one. Not that cheap manufactured. Stuff you pick up here, but real African cotton. We're gonna display them as wall art in our condo.
Right next to the one job table.
Excuse me?
You're a liberal, aren't you?
What?
Liberal as in namby-pamby as in lip service?
It didn't mean...
No, go on, please. You're using dashiki as wall art? I'm thrilled. Perhaps you want to show me the African fertility bees you picked up for real cheap. I'm all ears.
Perhaps now's not the time.
No, please, continue.
No, let's drop it.
Are you sure now?
Yes.
Look, Weinberg.
Team? What was this team we're talking about?
Look, Weinberg. We're going to have to do some real extensive work now, all right? So I'm going to need you to focus.
Listen, if I'm so rough, why did your daughter recommend me?
She didn't.
Oh. I don't need any more information, just information, perhaps facts.
Fine. The bones of a black man are discovered buried in the dirt basement floor of the brownstone where Lieutenant McDill and his wife once lived. The apartment building was being torn down when the grim discovery was being made. Next morning, working crew went to work to find a man fitting McDill's description, digging at the exact spot the bones were covered. So after a little investigation, my client has been wrongfully accused of killing one Proxy Green. 21 years ago, Proxy was his boy. The building janitor was working his way to building super when he made the mistake of being seduced by the missus. Mrs. McDill, bored with her marriage, and the husband who was never home decided to go after her Negro experience. She wanted to check out the myth of black sexuality. It's alleged that our lieutenant found out about their liaison and took steps to bring it to a conclusion.
The alleged victim's name was...
Green.
But the first name was...
Proxy.
Unusual.
I don't know. His mother heard the name on Perry Mason or some shit, decided to name her son that. You got a problem with that?
No.
Then watch Strange Look.
Strange look? Not at all. Matter of fact, I was just thinking, the African American culture is so zesty, rich.
An ignorant woman decides to name her son Proxy, and that makes our culture rich?
I meant free.
Free from what?
Constraints.
What, like closer to nature?
That's what I meant.
Blacks are closer to nature.